if people would just tell me, look, let's debate that, because I'm willing to debate the flat Earth. I really am. I want to hear this guy's arguments. But you can't do that. If you do that with global warming, you're immediately dubbed a denier. You're branded as some sort of heretic. That's not science.
Why can't you do it with global warming?
Because, like I'm saying, you're immediately dubbed, well, you're an idiot. The science is settled. Well, there's no such thing as settled science. That's bullshit.
Exactly. Well, that's
true.
What
gets me mad.
Well,
I'm not dismissing this flat Earth guy. Let's hear his arguments, But if it's predicated on, you're defying physical law, and you can't prove that law, which is hydrostatically equilibrium, mass, etc., that's kind of hard to swallow that, because you're getting back to some very basic physics.
But a lot of the time, a lot of the flat Earth guys say that the physics model that we have is wrong.
Well, that's right. I know, and it's hard for me to debate. I'm not a physicist, but that's when you start, I think, you kind of go back to your common sense. Like with global warming, what would drive the climate? A trace gas that's 400 parts per million, or the sun and the Earth's rotation
Trace
and
gas.
the Earth's orbit?
It depends on the gas.
Trace gas. You talking about gas for your car?
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about gas that you're blowing out of your blowhole right now.
Well, they say global warming is getting worse because there's a lot of cows.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah, and then
farting and shitting.
Ocasio-Cortez wants to get rid of them, so that'll solve that problem.
Well, I mean,
oh crap! I forgot to change the name. This is not systemic racism part 2 again.
Oh my
I
God!
don't think so.
Yeah, no one's going to show up if you don't change the name.
Yeah, I better change that quick.
I don't know. You guys got a lot of controversy. I guess that's...
Yeah,
I'm a big fan.
They weren't happy.
Man, I got into it real bad with a guy on a Facebook Messenger.
I think I saw that.
No, it was like personal messages.
Oh my God! What did he say?
He was pissed at me.
Called Everett a fat fucking shit.
Yeah.
Wow, getting personal. Ad hominem attack. Over what? Just having the show itself, or what?
I don't even know what he's mad about.
Yeah, it didn't seem like you expressed anything that was...
We're going to read his messages?
So this is the guy I had to ban from the group.
All right, let's
for
hear
getting
it.
really shitty with Marissa.
What's his name?
Oh, wow.
I'm not giving his name out.
I'll tell his name. I got messages from him, too. Go ahead. You read it, and I'll tell his name afterwards.
I'm not reading it at all. There's no point in reading it. Let's just say he got shitty and didn't like being kicked out of the group. And I guess I hurt his feelings somehow because he got really nasty with me.
Well, what was the offense he did that got him kicked out of the group?
He tried to kiss Everett.
Oh,
that was
well, that
No, he was calling Marissa fucking like a, what was it, self-loading bitch? Self-loading?
Self-loading?
Yeah.
Is that meaning loathing?
He meant loathing.
Okay. Yeah.
But he just got really fucking nasty, started attacking
Wow.
people. And you don't play that, not with Marissa especially. She's one of those people who got like a free pass. Not that
Yeah.
she was doing anything out of control. She was being really cordial, in my opinion, giving the guy plenty
Yeah,
of
I
patience
heard the
for
first
being
show.
an asshole.
I didn't think she, said anything that
No, man.
even I don't even disagree
Armand
with.
is Marissa. Whoa, that's deep, Luar.
Where's that?
Last thing Luar says.
Is
I don't
my-
have it on the screen.
Luis figured it out, huh?
He did.
Luar figured it out, yeah. Well,
Luar
Luar,
hurt Israel, Frank. Yeah,
Luar's on my team, so
those
he can say that.
racism episodes fucking
yeah.
pissed a lot of people off. The downloads were shit on them. I think, and I said it on the group, it was like a mirror that a lot of people just didn't look like looking into. You know what I mean? Taking a look at maybe the way they've thought, the way they were taught to think. And a lot of people can't handle that. A lot of people are like, proud to be white. There's no such thing as white privilege.
It's called cognitive dissonance.
They couldn't get the fact that there is a such thing as maybe not a head start for white people, but certainly a racial disadvantage.
Now, do you think there's the same thing for being male over female?
Sure there is.
That too?
Yeah. I mean,
Hell no, bud.
Tell me,
Women got
all you
just
got to do
as
is
much
ask
rights
yourself
as us.
honestly: have you ever made a decision, a knee-jerk decision, or had a thought based on a stereotype or anything
Yes,
like that?
absolutely.
So there you
I
go.
think everybody does, though.
Exactly right. And if there are people out there who completely claim that never happens.
But what I will say is, I always tell myself, don't be that way. Because I do
agree.
that.
You
I
got
do
to
that, and then
immediately recognize that you're doing it. Yep.
Exactly. Because I think that's just an inherent. Well, it's like seeing a donut or whatever, and it's like you make that decision. Is this wise to eat this? Or,
Oh, yeah, every
or am
time.
I being stupid? Yeah.
Every time.
Well, at your age, yeah, I would say every time I'll eat it. My age, I have to say, no, don't do that.
Ah, shit.
It's not a bright thing
April,
to do.
I don't know if you're watching, but quit texting me. It's really loud. I'll look on my phone. Maybe I can turn it off my laptop.
But, I just don't think as human beings, we have frailties, I mean, that's in a perfect world, absolutely. But I look at people, I mean, I'm sure people look at me and say, do you look at me differently because I'm shorter than you? Because I know there's a difference.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just,
you're less of a man.
I am, obviously, and I
At the end of
understand
the
that.
day.
I don't have as much testosterone. I'm not as pretty as you.
I mean, you're hitting
I
all
wish
the
I were
right.
taller.
You're hitting all the right things here. That's for
yeah,
sure.
so I'm the I'm the
We don't hold
focus
it
of
against
prejudice.
you.
I don't have a problem with it. I know that's the way it is.
Yeah.
So You know, and I'm, good-looking people like me. You know, you hate me because I'm beautiful.
That's
like
definitely
the
that's
commercial.
not why I hate you, but it's one of the reasons. Do you remember the last
nice straight
voicemails
teeth,
we played,
you know?
Eric? Do you recall?
I don't.
All right, I'm just going to start with this. You got a couple of them here. I'm going to start playing some voicemails for anybody tuning in.
Yeah, I want to hear the scathing ones.
Yeah, those are always good.
Yeah, they're great.
I haven't got any in a while. We didn't get any voicemails regarding the racism episode, the best I can tell. So
Oh, that's surprising.
that is surprising. All right, here we go. We're going to start with, where are we at here? I guess someone named Anonymous.
Oh. Is that his last name?
Uh-oh. What is that sound? That's it?
Fuck you, Everett.
Oh,
All
nice.
right, well
I
done.
guess that's not it.
Yeah, that's the sound we all appreciate.
Yeah, we're pretty much hearing that one a lot.
It's a nice introduction, though.
It sure was. Gotta love it.
Got right to the point.
Armand, have you ever smoked weed before?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
When's the last time you smoked weed?
I don't recall. It's been
Oh, horse
several years.
shit.
When's the next time?
I don't know. I don't recall.
Uh-huh. I just can't recall that. You sound like you're on
But
the
I'm
bench
better.
there, the
We were
trial.
talking about that Ocho man, though. I'm very mellow when I smoke weed, but if I drink, I'm a bad drunk, violent drunk. I got a lot of fights.
Well, fighting's a bad thing, Armand.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's hit another one up. This is from, I'm guessing Kevin Hudson. Hudson Kevin. Here we go. Here you go, Kev.
Hey, Everett. This is Kevin from
Oh, both of us.
Frank,
Both me's.
Kentucky.
I got to restart that.
Hey,
Did he
it's
say
Colin
Everett
Fox.
twice?
Yeah.
Hey, Everett. This is Kevin from Frank.
I wish this show was Everett.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
What are you doing over there? What are you on? You're over there quite distracted.
Yeah,
Are you
I
on
know.
Discord?
No.
You swear you're on Discord?
No, a guy messaged me.
Turn it off. Come on, dude. Seriously, it's every
Yeah.
fucking show for the past
It's
2
not
months.
every
You've been
show.
like that
Every single show for the past 2
No.
months. Yes. Go back and watch them.
Yeah.
Every show you're distracted by work.
Armand.
On Ocho man too.
Yeah, stop it. No more laptop for you. Close your laptop. How about that?
It's quite unfocused lately.
I completely agree.
I know.
Thank you,
It's
Armand.
understandable.
It has nothing-
It's
Appreciate it.
understandable.
No.
Let's
Has
get to
nothing to
work
do
here.
with that. Has nothing to do with that. That's just the way he treats the show these days.
Oh, okay.
It is.
With scorn and disdain.
Yeah.
Not even
And we're
square
sick of
disdain.
it.
Complete lack of
Yeah.
caring.
Disinterest. That's
Disinterest.
how it is.
Really?
Which is even worse.
That's because I got dysentery.
All right. Anyway, carrying on with this voicemail.
I can put you on some antibiotics.
Yeah.
Hey, just calling to say I love the podcast.
It's not going to help.
I listen to it every day at work.
Oh, nice.
Do 3 a week.
3 a week. That's going to take a little while to catch up.
I just wanted to ask a question.
Yeah, what's
Where
up? Go
could
ahead.
one purchase some Surreal Talk merchandise? I was looking online.
Oh,
for a
prank caller,
Surreal
wrong
Talk
number.
T-shirt.
Fucking it. Oh,
Um,
you don't get to give me shit about nothing until
Yeah,
you get that done.
that's-
You've been supposed to have that done for a year.
Yeah,
I
you're not
remember
wrong.
telling them last April, Everett will have this stuff up.
I
when we
pass
get
it
back
on to the
from
right
Vegas.
people. It just never gets done.
Got back from Vegas.
Anyway, I'm
Okay.
passing the buck. I'm passing the buck.
I don't know if you have them or you don't.
Sort of.
If you could just let me know one way or the other.
We might.
And oh yeah, Team Everett.
Oh, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
You,
Ooh.
Eric.
Oh, hold on. What-
wow.
what was
Fuck
but-
you, Eric.
Wow.
Fuck you, Eric. Fuck
It's
you,
skipping. It's-
Eric.
it's in some
Fuck
sort of loop.
You,
Ooh,
Eric.
man.
Fuck you, Eric.
I don't know what the
Fuck
problem is.
You, Eric. Fuck you.
It just won't
Eric.
stop.
Fuck you,
9,
Eric. Fuck
10.
you, Eric.
I'm doing that manually.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, boy, this guy is-
I like
really
this
likes
guy.
to make a point.
That was me. Sorry.
So you've been remiss in your duties, too.
yeah, I mean, at least as far as t-shirts
Yeah,
and
man,
them
give
go.
me shit about it.
Are you still on Discord?
No,
What is that? What's that?
Okay.
cocksucker.
It's our it's what we use for communication in UGC. What he uses for basically work, like his main communication method. Anyway, next one here is from sorry, Kev. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to get those. Like I promise nothing. Sorry, buddy. Here you go. Real live person. This is the name of the person. Real live person.
I was just listening to your episode about the moon,
Oh yeah. I remember
and
that.
it made me think about
Made me loony.
how
On
rockets
team.
work.
How do they work?
They are controlled explosions
Correct. Yeah.
that point the blast in one direction
Newton's third
to
law. I
force the
Yeah, thrust. Yeah.
projectile in the opposite direction.
believe. Correct.
That's how it works.
Equal and
But
opposite.
once these rockets get into space,
Mhm.
if space actually is a vacuum,
Nothing to push against.
what does the rocket push up against?
That's
Itself?
correct. Yeah, I think it's its own inertia, I believe.
Well, here's how it works. You have a stationary fuel. Whenever you light that fuel up and it pushes in one direction, the equal opposite pushes it the other way. So when that fuel rushes that way,
I don't think it needs anything really to push against.
It's pushing against itself.
Right.
I mean,
right.
it's like you going, lower yourself back. I mean, you're pushing against yourself.
It was like Princess Leia with the Force
Right.
in The Last Jedi.
Oh.
And she just pulled herself.
Think of it like this. It's not that the fuel's remaining. It's pretty much kind of trying to remain still. Because whenever it exhausts, the exhaust kind of stays where it was, but you get pushed forward. So it's really, you're pushing off of yourself in that situation, off of the fuel, off of the exhaust, off of the whole thing. It's away from itself.
Of course, we got to do I guess we're moving toward a ramjet, though. I think that's the most plausible.
In space?
Yeah.
Ramjet in space? How?
Well, isn't that what they want to do?
I mean, upper atmosphere.
No,
but
I mean, isn't that what when they're actually going to do some interplanetary or something?
I don't know.
Isn't that
there's a lot of different things.
Most plausible.
I thought
solar sail, that thing.
Solar sail is good for
sail's
small
yeah.
payloads, like really, really small. But the ones I've heard about more or less like the ionic engines.
Oh, somebody asked, Luar asked about my shirt. It's Gates Barbecue in Kansas City. Very good. If you're in Kansas City, get some. It's really delicious. Burnt ends.
Everybody
I
loves
love
burnt
burnt.
ends.
Oh,
All right, let's finish this.
great.
Against. How is it possible for rockets to
I think you did a good
push
job
against
explaining that.
and gain their thrust if there's nothing to push against? I was just wondering if you'd ever thought about this.
I have.
I appreciate all you guys do,
Thank you,
especially you, Everett.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck you,
Fuck you
Eric.
very much.
Fuck me very much.
Did he say fuck you very much?
He did. He
Okay.
did. Thanks,
All
buddy.
right. Sure.
Hey, let's make the announcement
Let's make it.
about, and this is probably news for you, Armand. We're changing the day of the show.
Oh.
We're going
Again?
away from Fridays.
Okay.
Love Ocho Man and all, but we can't count on him to keep his spot stable at like
Right.
1 o'clock.
Yeah.
We like to get in here at 1, and we only have a certain amount of time before the day's out to do our show, and we were tired of being rushed and not knowing we're going to do it. No offense to Ocho Man, but we're moving to Wednesdays. The entire Wednesday afternoon is more or less open in the studio. We're going to start the show at 2 o'clock. That gives us right after lunch about an hour to get in here and get ready to go.
We don't have to cut it.
It'll go long enough where we ain't got to worry about anybody wanting to start a show after our show in the studio. So we should have the entire afternoon
very
to
nice.
do this unrushed. Finally get back to
How
a little bit
about,
more of a regular time in the
And
studio.
then, how about, obviously, you're catering to an audience. Is that going to?
I
Is
don't
that
know.
okay with
It's okay with you
your
all.
fans?
Yeah, it's okay with them.
This
If it's okay with me, it's
legions of
okay with them.
fans. Have you guys hit your
Legions.
millionth listener yet?
We've had almost 3 million downloads.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have a prize or something.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what the prize is. We fucking sat on our laurels and have lost about 2/3 of our audience because
Yeah.
we suck. At the end of the day, we need to get our shit back together and start doing shows more regularly with more topics. Enough of these bullshit topics we've been doing the past 8 months.
Yeah. See, there's a certain amount of indolence and
Yeah.
that's crept
We're gonna have to
in.
We're gonna have to get back to the core.
I agree.
Is what we're understanding.
Yeah,
is
you
get
guys
back-
aren't hungry anymore. I think you're
No.
resting on your laurels.
We were holding on too tight. We lost our edge.
What's that from?
Top Gun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as it came out of the sky at a 6.
Yeah.
And we moved in around the clouds.
Who said that? Maverick say that?
Of course Maverick said that.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Anyway, next
I've been using the fuck out of that It's Classified gif a lot. It's
next
good.
voicemail's from Ashlyn.
Okay,
Okay.
let's hear it.
Hey guys, I was wondering if you all have heard or done any research about the Franklin cover-up that was happening in the late 80s
I have heard.
in Nebraska. So, thought it was pretty interesting what I read up on it. So.
Child abuse,
Okay,
Satanism,
thanks,
and
bye.
murder in Nebraska. Interesting.
Wow. Well, sounds like
Thank you.
all the
I'm
elements of a
I'm gonna
good
add
show
this
there.
to the topic list.
Yeah.
Hang on a
Franklin
minute.
cover-up?
Ben Franklin.
They're gonna have to
The
hang
Franklin
with
County?
No, I don't know.
I would
No
think.
idea.
I don't know if there's a city in Franklin and
me.
Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska. Shut down Omaha, Nebraska's Franklin Community Federal Credit Union.
Wow.
They hiding bodies there or what?
Raided by federal agencies in 1988, sent shockwaves all the way to D.C. $40 million was missing from that bank.
Did she say something about Satanism though, or something?
I mean, in the like here, the Franklin cover-up, child abuse, Satanism, and murder in Nebraska. That's the name of the book.
You talking about
But
money
it was
missing?
it was basically a $40 million missing out of a bank. Is what I'm.
Oh boy, I wish I was in on that.
Me too, dude. I have no morals for that sort of thing. Be all over a theft of that size.
Yeah.
Never see me again. Hold on, I'm writing this down here. What was it called again?
Franklin
cover-up.
Franklin cover-up, yeah.
Franklin cover-up. Did we get any feedback from the group, the people watching about the whole day change thing? Anybody?
Yeah,
anything to
let's
say
hear
about
from
that?
the gang.
Let's see.
I think if they know they can count on you guys to be uniform and consistent, I think that's probably,
That's a good point.
Yeah,
The big deal is getting back to doing a show
around,
every day.
right.
So let's see. Eric's face is in the shadows.
There's nothing I can do about that. We don't have a light.
Antimatter propulsion. Okay.
I don't think that's
Grave is off
necessarily
every
bad.
Wednesday. He digs it. Looks like Wednesdays I will be hiding out at work to watch live. Thanks, Chris.
Wow.
Today's show, Jessica, there is no show today. Next Wednesday's show, our first show back in, will be on the media. We've been saying it for a while. We got a nice long document set up about how media manipulates people and influences our decisions, what we think about, how we think about.
Oh, boy, I agree with that.
I mean, again, one of the best quotes I've read about the media and how they influence us is not that they do a very good job of telling people what to think. They do a great job, though, of telling people what to think about. Setting the issues.
Exactly. Yeah, that's where they wield the most power. I mean,
Yep.
We'll get to it, on the media day, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, what you report and what you don't report and how you report it is very influential. I mean, they've done
Agreed.
studies on all this stuff. That's why there's big money that goes into this.
Totally agree. All right, next voicemail is kind of a long one. It's from Keith.
Keith.
He's got the
Is it-
letter or the numbers 420 in his email address, so
Hell yeah.
tossing that out there. Here we go. Oh, what's that?
Again?
Kind of makes sense. I saw that 420.
We should do Getting Surreal with High.
Oh, have guests on to get high with us and talk
What's
high
up,
stuff?
Eric and Everett?
Hey, what's up, dude?
This is Keith.
We guessed that.
I just wanted to call, or I guess leave you a voicemail.
Oh, shit. I think this guy's Canadian. Just to throw that out there.
Hey,
I think he's Canadian.
Hey.
I think he's like British Columbia.
do you think he's
Let you
wearing a
know
jean
that You guys
jacket?
are kicking ass.
Thank
You're
you.
definitely my favorite podcast that I've
How?
ever listened to. I got all my friends
I know what's up. He's still only listening to the old shit. He hasn't caught up.
Oh,
at work, Ness and Jake, listening to you guys.
What's up, guys?
And keep up the good work. And I got to agree with Dustin that Pizzagate, those two were like probably the best episodes. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Pizzagate 3, anyone?
Everett, I definitely don't think you're a pedo.
Thank you,
I
buddy.
understand your
You don't know
stance.
him.
I'm not wanting to like shout out
not
and
funny.
accuse people. So I understood where you're coming from, but the banter between you guys was fucking hilarious.
Thanks.
And I
Hilarious
love listening
banter.
to you guys. It makes the workday go by real quick. Kind of like this quick rip from the bong.
Let's hear
Rips
it.
from the bong.
Ooh, that was a good one.
get it. Hold it. Hold it. Take it to the head, brother.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. That's what I
don't know
do.
What was
Wasn't
happening.
enough.
I've been
boy.
trying to record this message.
Sound like that bowl's about
32
out.
Wasted.
different times. So
Too
I
much
reset
resin.
My phone, and now it seems to be working. But I've managed to take like 13 rips. So thank you guys, because now I'm super high. Have a
welcome.
good time. I was gonna say good night, but I don't know. You could be listening to this in the morning. Anyways, Surreal Talk's the best.
Thank
Fucking
you.
Love you guys. Armand is the best guest.
He's not really a
I
guest.
love this guy. Thank you. Who was that?
Keith.
His name was
Keith.
Keith.
Thank you, Keith.
I think he's Canadian.
Oh, I love him
cannot
anyway,
prove
wherever
that.
he's from.
Yeah,
Hey, and Jessica liked my Who Wants to Be a Millionaire episode. Thank you, Jessica.
Yeah, I loved watching that. It was good
Yeah,
stuff.
I've seen it too many. I don't watch it anymore. Too pain. I should
Come
have got
on,
that
you-
goddamn $1 million
You sit
question.
around and jerk it to that episode. Everybody
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
does.
used to, but it's just I don't know. It's
How much after taxes?
well, California took their. I think I realized about 285.
That's
That's
it.
still pretty
Sure,
good.
California takes
The
11,
fuck you mean that's
12%.
pretty
New
good?
York, well, I don't
Still
think New York took
280
it.
grand for fucking 20 minutes worth of work, if that.
Yeah.
Think about it. That's 70. I don't know. I
It
can't
should
do
be
math,
Who Wants to Be a Three-Quarter Millionaire?
$250,000.
And well, no, I'm saying, but if you'd have got the, you would have
Yeah.
had 300,000. It's okay. So yeah, who wants to be a little over a half a millionaire?
If you make $1 million, I don't know what it would be. Probably about 6.
Yeah, probably.
something like that. Yeah, that's
All
the way
right.
it goes.
The next person I'm pretty sure is in chat. I know she was on the YouTube chat. Donna.
Oh,
Pretty
Donna
sure this is
Puzzle?
the same Donna. Could be a different Donna. Could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm actually just assuming. Here we go.
Hey guys, it's Donna.
Hi, Donna.
I was wondering
Hello.
if you guys have heard of this material called Starlight.
We
Apparently,
talked about
it
this.
was a material that was created by some hairdresser in
We talked about this.
England, and you could get this stuff super heated
Yeah.
and like put a torch on it, and it would come out fine.
Mhm.
And apparently, Boeing wanted it,
Yeah,
and it
more
was
than
tested
super.
by NASA.
like
And
an aerogel or
I don't know,
something, or-
it just seems like a interesting topic you guys.
I'm going to be
talk
honest.
about.
I don't know much about it. I
So,
don't remember talking
Team
about it.
Eric,
Hey, right on.
Never mind. We're done with her.
Wow. What's the yeah? Cut her
Correct.
Team
off.
Armand.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
And good
hey,
Lord,
leave her
give
alone.
Marissa a show on Doctor Who already. Jesus. So yeah, all right. You guys have a good day. Oh,
Thank
and
you.
fuck you, Everett.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, she got all three right on the money.
Yeah,
very
she's great.
perspicacious.
Just blocked. That's bans. Never hear from her again.
Sore loser. So what's this start? What is the
Starlight.
What
Let me
is
take
the
a look
use
here.
of this stuff? You could
According to Wikipedia, Starlight is a material claimed to be able to withstand and insulate from extreme heat. It was invented by British amateur chemist and hairdresser Maurice Ward during the 1970s and 80s, and received significant publicity after coverage of material aired in 1990 on the BBC Science and Technology show Tomorrow's World. The name Starlight was coined by the Ward's granddaughter, Kimberly. Blah, 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 blah,
not
blah.
bad for a hairdresser, huh?
Ward, who died in 2011, never revealed the composition, which is still unknown. So that's what makes it the interesting
Sounds
story
like
there.
cold fusion to me.
I got a voicemail just came in through message.
Okay, you want to play it?
It said, no, that's good for the fact that I'm not racist. I'm married to a Mexican. You want to eat that shit, dumb fuck? I said nothing racist besides call that.
Did we call him racist?
I did.
Oh, oh, he sent you a message.
Yeah, he's messaging me.
Who's this? The guy you kicked off the
Yeah,
You're giving him
but he
too much
said-
fucking play, dude.
Well, hang on, but he said, oh yeah, fuck Eric.
Oh.
That was the important part. That's what I was getting to.
He's not wrong there.
Right.
Yeah,
Clock,
rather
broken
intelligent.
clock's right twice a day.
Matter of fact, you can come on back now if you want.
For real, you're not banned anymore.
Yeah, put him back in. Something wrong with him.
All right, this next one's from somebody named @TeamEric from the email address eatmyass@buttstuff.com.
Yeah,
I have to
Buttstuff.
figure this is you.
Whose team is he
Not
on?
me.
Here we go.
I never did this before. I just wanted to leave a voicemail and say, fuck you.
I think he said fuck Eric.
Did I make that email at Butt Stuff, really?
Yeah, he says eatmyass@buttstuff.com. Yeah, that was you, huh?
Yeah.
I figured.
Yeah.
There's only one person who would be blatantly @TeamEric, and that's you.
Well, I'll tell you, that's one thing about your listeners. They're not middle of the road. Boy, they let you guys have it.
I don't like it that way.
No
Yeah,
tergiv-
right. I don't want to
I don't want any of these
tergiversation.
tepid sons of
Don't-
bitches that
No,
are both
no
you.
Don't
temporizing.
sugarcoat it for me.
No,
No,
way.
fuck no.
Boy.
All right, this is from an anon. You never know where these go.
Oh, these are great.
Hey guys,
Hey.
hope you're doing good.
Is that Philip?
I've been listening to you guys for
Oh.
about 10 months now, and I've
Could
listened
be.
to every single episode,
No, he's too good
Wow.
at it.
including the global warming one.
Yeah, baby.
You guys should give out T-shirts for that.
Oh, I'd love to.
I survived the global warming
Just
show.
wanted to call and
Scam.
just tell you guys that you're doing good, and I
Not
thoroughly
great.
enjoy listening to you guys sit there and bicker and banter at each other.
We don't do that.
Sometimes I wish there was more content that you guys.
Yeah, we
Hey,
will.
hey, hey, hey.
We'll
I
stick
know
to
you have
bickering and
lives
badgering.
family stuff like that.
You know how much
Um,
work it takes
It's
to do the
easy,
show the way
right.
it needs to be done?
It's easier than content.
I'm pausing it there. It takes a lot. We were just talking today. Me and Eric were talking today about state of the show and whatnot, and how we need to get back to getting real shows with real episode, real content. We're going to try to get an actual schedule down again to where we do real good research like we used to do. And
The Clinton body count one was fun. Remember
Yeah.
we made that big ass poster that was like fucking
we did a lot of good episodes.
humongous?
It's just been a while since we did a real good one that wasn't more or less philosophical.
But I agree with him. Though there is a certain, I mean, it's dry if you just give facts out. It's the disagreement and the conflict that everybody likes.
I'm with you right
know.
there. Let's finish up a non
Of
here.
course, you do want to inform too.
It's
as
a
well as
fine line between
Yes.
information and entertainment.
titillation.
Infotainment is what we
Oh.
strive to provide.
That's a good portmanteau word.
Pick a team. I'd probably say Team Everett. I'm sorry, Team Eric.
Fucker.
Team
There
Eric.
it is. There it is.
Just when I was
Sorry,
saying
Team
how
Eric.
decisive they were.
Fuck you, Everett.
yeah.
Oh, no, that's pretty decisive.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Y'all have a good one. Bye.
That's like what? 4 out of the 6 have been fuck you, Everett?
yeah, you're taking your lumps
Almost
today.
The next one is from the Smoking Bandit. It's been a while.
Oh. Remember Shit Ripper?
Oh, yeah. Sorry about
Damn, brother.
God.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Smoking Bandit here.
What up, buddy?
What's up, dude?
Coming back from a long sobriety break,
What?
and I just had a
He must have had a drug test.
I'm glad he's
little
over
statement
that.
to make here.
All right,
I
let's
think
hear
you
it.
guys really need to do an episode on sovereign citizens.
Yeah.
And
I'm with that. like
the
that.
load of bullshit that whole movement is.
I agree, dude.
What is that? Now, you have to inform me on that one.
Shout out to Armand for keeping it real, even if he is kind of a prick sometimes. You gotta love him for it.
You do. He's a prick when he's our prick.
A lovable
You know,
prick.
per usual.
Thank
Team
you.
Eric, and fuck you, Everett.
Ooh,
He's
another
got 5
one.
out of 7.
So
So
what-
sovereign citizens are these people who decided that the Constitution is not what they're going to go by. They're going by like the Articles of Confederation.
Yeah, which
where they,
I'm all for that.
where they claim that they don't have like just accepting your birth certificate as a contract,
Right.
getting the
I get
driver's
it.
license as a contract.
There's
that
a
whole
bank
that
account.
whole thing.
I get it.
With your Social
Sovereign
Security
citizenship.
number.
Okay, he's got a point there,
That-
but
dude, no, there's
unfortunately,
a lot.
You want
to
to
that
live in
be-
this society? You got to
Yes.
play by society's rules. End of the day.
No, I don't want to live by those rules.
Well, then get
I
out of our
agree with
society, you
this guy.
freak.
This isn't society, unfortunately. This is tyranny.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, here's one from Josh. Josh's Hawks.
How's it going, guys?
What's up, Josh?
Huge fan from the UK here.
All you British.
Great
I
accent.
just thought that maybe you might want to talk about Brexit over here.
Yes, I'd
and
love
how
to.
it's dominated the news for the last 2 years to the point where you don't
distraction.
even hear about anything else.
Right.
Get the hell out.
I think
Brexit.
that it would make a great show, and I think there's a lot to look into there.
I'd love to be on that show.
Thanks, Josh.
Oh, I got a real hard on for the EU.
Big news.
Uh-oh.
Just received an email. Says, I'm in. Let's do it. When? I'm going on vacation on the 23rd.
Let's do it after that for sure.
Who's this?
So this is that Flat Earth podcast debate.
Yep,
Oh,
Flat
great.
Earth, Sun and Moon Clock app now.
So that's
available on
coming
Google
for sure
Play.
now. Eric set that all up. He's the hero. He's going to debate this guy.
Oh, Eric's going to debate.
Eric's going to debate him.
With what are we, the judges?
Yeah, we're the judges.
Okay.
Pussies.
I'll do it. All right, that's it for voicemail this time. But yeah, the big news of the day is we're moving to Wednesdays. We're going to try to get our shit back together. If we don't, we got to start thinking about wrapping it up eventually. I hate to say that, but we either shit or get off the pod at this point.
Well, I mean, have you ever contemplated that
Suicide?
you're never going
Not
to run?
seriously.
Yeah.
Not
Would
seriously.
you ever say that you've run out, literally run out of
I think we've run out of topics
subjects?
that,
Yeah.
that I could possibly be interested in. It's tough, dude. You know me. I'm not a giant conspiracy supernatural kind of guy. How I got put on the show is well documented. Point of the matter being, there's been as many of these shows that I could gain as much interest in as possible, and we've hit every one of them that's like fucking low hanging fruit for me.
But there's always, I mean, like Brexit. That wasn't around when you guys began. There's
That's a good
always
point.
developments that I mean.
Right,
That's a great
I know
topic,
very
I
little
think.
about Brexit. And the problem with me is too is I'm a non-political, so I stay away from any of these types of situations, and it's a lot of work. And I hate to be that way. Like to me,
yeah.
doing these subjects, I have a lot easier time doing shit like time travel or, I'd say, Bigfoot or aliens, because they're at least somewhat capture my imagination. Brexit, on the other hand, is a dry ass fucking subject to me of
So
politics
what? It means it.
and money. Then if you guys would love to do the research, feel free, but it's dry to me. It's like reading stereo instructions. In fact, I would rather read stereo instructions.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if it's that dry once you get into it. I think
Well,
you would be.
Give me the hard sell real quick. What's the deal with Brexit?
Well,
What's the
it's-
deal with Brexit?
It's not so much the actual Brexit. It's what the EU does. I mean, go to YouTube and look up. There's some videos on Eurozone regulations.
Okay.
And it's interesting. They show this guy getting up in the morning, and they show that there's like 171 regulations on his pillowcase, 300 regulations on his mattress. They show all the regulations that the Eurozone puts on these people. 200 or 300 regulations on his toothpaste. It's amazing. I mean, you talk about a conspiracy.
So they're dropping out of Brexit among other reasons because they're sick of the
Yeah, it's just and nobody's elected.
all the bureaucracy. More Or
Absolutely.
less,
You know how many presidents are there in the EU has how many presidents? 4. None of them elected, by the way. None of the EU Parliament is elected. I mean, and these people are making unbelievable amounts of money. It is. You want to talk about a conspiracy? It really is. I mean, the more you read about it, the more sickening it is.
I still don't find it that interesting, but I will make an effort to. We'll do a Brexit show, and I'll fucking learn about it. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, form an opinion, and informed opinion, semi-informed anyway.
Well, how about maybe you do a split show? You don't necessarily have to do the whole.
Oh, and all over the place.
Yeah,
I
well,
love an
or
all
do-
over the place
Yeah,
show.
do a Brexit focused show,
Yeah.
like we do on Ocho Man. We don't talk about anything, right, Eric?
Nothing.
Actually,
at length.
Actually, Eric and I and Ocho Man are going to be starting a new show.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
You
just
guys
the three of us.
decided? I know you guys were trying to figure out a format. What is this show going to be about?
So I think
The
we're going
Doobie Brothers.
We're tentatively going to call it the Doobie Brothers.
It's basically what
Very
everybody at
good.
Surreal Talk wants us to do, but we're gonna not do that. We're gonna do a
Or continuous serial talk, but off topic and on the Doobie Brothers, so to
and
speak.
high.
Get high, talk about movies or pop
Can't
culture,
miss. We
could
whatever
just
we want
can't
to.
fail.
We could just do it like a subset. It'd be like getting surreal with high, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean that's part of it. We could pull in a normie, make them get all ripped.
Wow.
Oh, pulling a normie and get him ripped.
Do you
Yeah.
guys? You're going to have?
Drug 'em?
What if they
now to
throw
be on the
up?
show
Give
to,
them edibles.
to be a guest, you have to get high with you guys.
I would
You
think
have to
so.
be a
I don't think
hophead.
so. I don't
I would
think
think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, we're already in a disagreement about the show.
I mean, there's going to be plenty of those.
Your
That's the way it
first
works.
debate.
Why are we gonna like Armand can never be on because he's not a?
No, he
guess
could totally
not.
be on. He just had to get high with us.
Well,
What about
yeah,
edibles? Would you do edibles rather than smoke?
You mean like donuts?
Yeah, if there's a
Like-
weed donut. Would you?
Oh, you have weed in it. Oh,
Yeah, that's the
oh,
idea.
Why don't we have a gluttony podcast?
Ooh,
That
now
I'd
we're
join
talking
in.
too.
What? Just eat
You have,
a bunch
you have
of
to
shit.
eat. You have to have donuts.
I mean, that's
and
gonna
have to eat
kind of be
crap.
like
I made
that's
Armand eat a
gonna
shit
happen.
sandwich.
Yeah, that would be more to me. That would probably be.
That's definitely gonna happen. We'll have to get like a dozen or so donuts every episode just for the show, to sit here and be all ripped and have donuts.
Krispy Kremes.
Actually, that'd be the way to go. Get to the point where we're all munched out and start the show and we're all fucking past the point of useful.
Could be the Munchies podcast.
Do you guys get the munchies? Do you?
That
I'm a veteran, Armand.
If I didn't
don't get
smoke,
Munchies
I
like
don't
that.
either.
I'd weigh like
I used
110.
to.
If I didn't smoke, I'd weigh like
Wow,
110.
you'd be slim, huh?
Oh, I'd be anorexic. Anorexic.
I lost.
When
20,
now when does the show commence?
I lost 20 pounds.
I think we're gonna start next week,
Wow.
if at all
Hear me?
possible.
So what day is
What's
that
that?
going to be?
I lost 20 pounds.
Nice.
By not smoking?
I don't know. We should probably figure
Oh.
that out. We don't need a lot of time for that show. Maybe Mondays, maybe Wednesday mornings. I don't know.
I'll tell you what. Let me give you.
We're gonna have a lot more studio space too, so there's that.
Well, you know me. I'm a big fan of fasting. I'm fasting right now. I'm trying to go.
How long you ate right now?
Not too long because I went 48 hours. I ate last night at 6.
So Bri,
48 hours with food
Without food, yeah.
it's not that hard though.
Oh no, I'm trying to go 96.
Whoa,
at least.
Armand,
Yeah.
take it
no,
easy.
you're not even really
Once you make it
fasting
past that
until
first
you do 4 days.
what, 12, 14 hours, when you make it past that first set of hunger pains, you're good.
Well, if you do it at 6, you stop eating at 6. You get you go to bed early, so you get about 12 hours, kind of a gimme.
yeah,
Your
just
sleep.
sleeping,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, and then if you can beat it the next morning, then you're okay. But yeah, I'm really getting ripped. So
Are you?
yeah. Yeah, one
Well,
of
and
these
you
days,
won't smoke
I'll do the
with
show
us.
shirtless. What?
He's not talking about that kind of ripped, man.
Oh,
Yes, I'm talking about.
He's
My
take your
abs.
shirt off and show the audience, Armand, what they're missing out on by not fasting. You too could look like this man.
Yes, right.
I've literally, since I quit hard work, have lost
not-
like 2 inches in my chest right here.
Since I've quit hard work.
Quit hard work.
Yeah,
What hard work were you doing?
I was a welder, Armand. I did.
Oh,
yeah.
so
did
I thought
fucking
it was
tons
just
of shit,
recent.
Dude. Yeah.
No,
Oh,
it was-
no,
well, of course.
About a year and a half, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
I've lost a lot of muscle.
and that's here-
THCB will help curb the appetite. One, I don't know what THCB is, and I'm going to stick with my regular THC, pal.
tetrahydrocannabinol, right?
B, though. I don't know what the B is.
I don't know what that is either.
THCB.
blunt.
No, it ain't blunt.
Is it
Bowl.
tetrahydrocannabinol?
Yeah,
That's,
something like that. Pretty close. Cannabinol or something.
yeah.
But I'd rather have my regular weed and not some of this voodoo weed they got out these days. Of like all the, what is it? Not THC. What's the CBD?
CBD oil, yeah.
Yeah, man. Come on,
Well, that doesn't get you high, right? That's
yeah,
more,
see, that's why I don't want it.
right.
I'm not a medicinal
It's
user.
anti-carcinogen. It said or anti-cancer. CBD oil.
To be fair, though, weed could have some anti-cancer properties, and I wouldn't know about it. I've never had cancer. Maybe that's because.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's yeah. I'm not sure that would qualify as a study that I'd try to publish, but. But a friend of mine just apparently, I don't know what she was taking it for sleep, and she told me she ended up in the hospital. It really knocked her for a loop. The CBD oil.
Really?
Yeah, it did intermittent fasting, lost 40 pounds. I believe it. Who was that?
Chris Breezy.
Chris Breezy. Yeah. Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
We did a bunch of those edibles in Las Vegas. Nothing.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, we took what should have been enough to kill a horse. Didn't feel
What did you eat it in?
I took a lot.
Gummies.
Gummies.
I took a lot, Armand.
Do they taste good?
We're talking like $70 worth.
And you didn't get high at
I
all?
got a little tired.
Oh, was it for sleep or
No.
for?
No,
yeah,
it was.
for-
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lady goes. I said, well, how much is a dose? You know, like what do I take?
Yeah, like how much?
She's like, you do one gummy. Period. Immediately, I hit 4. Oh, do 4. Wait, right back. You know what I mean? Like
one, huh? What am I, a kindergartner?
Nice
Right.
conservative dosage.
So I ate 2 more
That's what I
after
gave my
another
fucking
hour.
chameleon.
I ate 2 more after another hour, and then I gave Everett 4. They were in a pack of 10.
God.
Gave
Yeah.
Everett 4. And then on the day that we were flying home, I saved the entire other pack of 10 and ate them all at once.
Wow.
And I was like,
No effect.
No, it had a little effect, but what am I, final bitch, Armand? This ain't my first fucking rodeo. Come on.
Well, I thought, but I mean, now it used to be, at least that's what they taught us in biology. Maybe this is completely wrong, but isn't it like reverse tolerance with pot? The more you take, the easier it is to get high.
No,
That's
God,
what they
no.
used to tell us. You don't buy that.
Not a chance.
Not a
I don't know,
chance.
because they told us, the receptors were.
I feel
more
like I could
receptive.
smoke a pile
Yeah.
and never be fucked up.
Wow. Okay. So
You
you
know,
have
you know,
developed.
I don't agree with that because
I
developed
feel like
tolerance.
it's consistently like all day nonstop.
you stop at one point. You definitely slow down.
I'm saying I could smoke a hit every 5 minutes all day long.
You literally hold it
all day long and never be like that. All day, every 5 minutes, all day long, and I would never be trashed.
I'll take that bet. You're gonna regret because I'm the best there's ever been.
I know that
And he
one.
played Fire Up Doobies one by one.
Now, do you guys agree that?
I want to try a THC soda. He says
THC
THC
soda?
sodas will put you on your ass if you're not careful.
My God.
I got a lot of ass to be put on.
Well, that's. I think that's part of that. Should be part of the motif of your new show. Trying
Trying
it in all its incarnations. You know.
See, like this week
All
we
its
tried to get
delivery
high. It
systems.
didn't work.
Yeah. Mainline it. You know.
Mainline.
Kind of
I'm not mainlining weed.
I'll put a pick line.
I
in you.
did 4 marijuanas, and I was never the same.
Now, do you agree that it's a? I mean, the big. You know, from what I'm hearing about, I mean, I'm pretty conservative, but I think the conservatives have missed the boat on this one. Their excuse being, or their reason for not advocating legalization is that it's a quote gateway drug. I've never seen any real
I think for some people it
concrete
could be.
evidence.
I think it
You
just
think it
matters
is?
on the person. You know what I mean? People have addictive personalities.
Right.
You get into one thing, you start smoking it.
So you think there is some validity to that?
I think it's by the person. I don't think that it's the drug's fault that other people are doing other drugs. I think people like doing drugs and want to try some other drug.
Yeah, but I
Simple
don't
as
think
that.
that would prevent them if it's illegal, though.
I don't think so either.
Right. So I don't think legalizing it.
No.
You mean like I tell Ocho, man, I say legalize everything.
I'm with you.
And then it's like, well, you're going to have heroin addicts.
Not as many.
Not me. Yeah, right. And you can treat them.
You have
I'm
cleaner
not going to
shit.
take heroin. I,
was
don't care
with
how
you on
illegal
this.
it is.
Remember when we did?
Yeah,
When we had,
we agreed, but Ocho man thinks that's crazy.
You'd have cleaner shit available to people.
Exactly.
Look at the Netherlands. They have in France. They have all these
Right.
programs for this. It worked out real.
I think
real
the
good for them.
Netherlands, it is all legal, right? I don't think there's any. Is there anything illegal? Is heroin illegal?
I'm not quite sure.
I don't know. That's a good question, though.
I know they don't let.
Listen, I've prescribed
They
drugs
fucked
that
it
are
up for
harder
weed
than
over there,
heroin,
I
more
believe.
addictive than heroin. I mean, it's hard drugs.
Like fentanyl?
Well, something analogous to it, yeah.
Well, what's the something?
Demerol. I
analogous?
mean, hell, that's
Sure, I
pretty
don't know about it.
addictive. And Demerol's really not a pain agent. It's more of a, they always told me,
Anesthetic?
well, it's a gets you high. It's like your
a
patient still
narcotic
feels
straight out.
pain, but he doesn't give a shit.
Right. So it doesn't do the pain
You're
receptor.
happy.
Demerol's isn't the
It's
pain
not.
receptor
Yeah, I don't
thing
think it
at
hits
all,
the
huh?
mu receptors or any of
Huh.
that stuff. It's just like, who cares? I don't give a shit.
Well, that's fucking interesting, man.
Yeah, meperidine is the.
Old Schmeed's out there still talking on about this Flat Earth podcast, guys. Do us a favor. We haven't talked to him much yet. We had the emails back and forth, but give him a check out there. The Flat Earth podcast. You can look on YouTube for David Weiss. That's David Weiss. I did a little bit of research on him earlier. He actually have like an hour and 10 interview done by Chris Jericho, the pro wrestler, where they talked about Flat Earth. So
Really?
he's been out there a lot. They're on iTunes. They're on all the big channels. So check him out.
Yeah, and
eventually we're gonna have a talk
He
with him.
totally agreed. So yeah,
I want people to understand too, when we have this debate, this isn't going to be fucking me sitting and shitting on these people for an hour.
And it won't be like Everett and I either, because Everett's obviously not going to tell him you're fucking stupid, and I'm not going to tell him, dude, how the fuck do you know that?
I'm not going to get insulting. We're not going to get insulting and make this a bad time.
We're really going to literally try to.
I don't even want to
debunk him.
debate.
I do.
I don't know the debate. I want to talk about, here's my piece of evidence. Well, then how can you explain it? It's not really a debate, more or less an exchange of ideas.
Format.
Yeah, well, an exchange of ideas and try to refute both sides and to see if there's any smoking guns on either side that can make the other people go, well, okay, maybe there's something to that.
Well, what I want to ask the gentleman is exactly what influenced him, because I would be glad to look online, because when people ask me, well, why do you deny climate change? Because I've read tons about it, and the more I read, the less I believe it. Okay, I'm just wondering what sources this guy has read.
What was the original? I want to know what the original kicked him into that. Like,
right,
the fucking
exactly.
thing, like, oh my God,
yeah, you
the
start
Earth is
thinking,
flat.
Right,
It's a YouTube video.
Probably,
You
maybe.
think, well, then, there's a lot of YouTube videos out there, and it's like, but you would start thinking that he's looking for some sort of corroboration scientifically.
Sign Marie.
And I want to see where this is, because if he gives me some sources to read, I'd be glad to read them.
Oh, you're going to change your mind?
No, I'm going to keep an open mind, though. Just like I'll read
agreed.
any article on climate change. Show it to me.
Right. Yeah.
I read an article on climate change the other day saying that, the climate in St. Louis is going to be more like Guadalajara, Mexico or something.
Propofol, yeah.
And I'm just thinking, they didn't tell me anything about the study, how they came to this conclusion. Right. It was completely
Increase in
assertion.
temperature.
I have no idea how they came to this conclusion. I dismiss that out of hand.
Really?
Well, yeah. So what?
Let me ask you this: how about every person who's ever did a circumnavigated the globe by plane or balloon? You know what I mean?
Oh.
They went in one direction for an X amount of time and got back to where they started. How do you explain that, flat earthers? I guess you just went
It's a
around the
circle,
washer.
You just went around, yeah.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
Right.
Constant vector.
I don't buy it.
Yeah.
I would
Think about how much less time it would take to go around the. It just doesn't make any
I would
sense.
think the Earth would be more like a torus, maybe. You might think
Like
that.
a toroidal, like a donut.
Yeah, torus. Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
in physics, it's possible to have planets that are shaped like toroids.
Yeah.
But we've never seen one.
How about the guy that walked all the way across Antarctica, never got around the edge of the Earth?
Well, it's fucking huge, first off.
Well, if he walked all the way across it,
Yeah.
and he never found the edge of the Earth, I mean, that's checkmate.
Well, I would think a global, a flat earther would say that it's flat anyway. So you just, how do you? So it's not the pole anyway. But I don't know. I don't believe it. So I can't. An open mind is an intelligent mind, Loris. That's correct. That's what I'm just saying about anything. To dismiss it out of hand and say,
that's just lazy.
Yeah, I watch a lot of Sky Scholar. I've introduced you to him, Pierre-Marie Robitaille. Right. He's got a very different take on a lot of this physics. I just want to see somebody. So I showed it to Tarsi, who's an engineer, and he just showed his he contradicted him by sending me an article that was written in 2006, and basically the guy says, this guy is beneath my dignity to even. The guy's a crackpot, Robitaille, that is, and I'm not even going to debate his subject. They're so screwed, right?
If it's so easy, that should take you a few minutes. You know what I mean?
Right. Show it to me.
Like, what is your smoking gun that you can say in 1 minute? This guy's so dumb that I can make him.
Right. This is the law of physics. This guy is completely abandoned.
And here's 3 examples to make you see how exactly this is right and this is wrong.
If he's saying. That physics law that's bullshit.
That's not valid.
Okay,
right.
So then you have to come back and say like, oh, well, then that makes this, and this not valid. Like if gravity's not valid, then why, how come this is still okay? You
what are the
this,
ramifications?
Right? Exactly. There you go.
Well, and that's the same thing goes with like evolution. I still think there are a lot of big holes in evolution, but I believe in the theory. And it's like saying, well, I don't because it's begging the question. Literally, God wouldn't have evolution because God is here. We have God. Okay, what do you think about evolution? Well, there can't be evolution because we have God. That's
right. God doesn't make mistakes.
Complete circular reasoning.
Right.
Right. But there is evidence you can show people about evolution. So, I think that's valid. That's not a valid scientific contradiction.
I used to work with a guy that thought that the rockets put holes in the ozone layer when we shot rockets in there.
Technically, they do.
Right, but he was like, those big ass holes.
They fill right back in.
We're blowing up the ozone with rockets.
Yeah. Well, how about that congressman? Have you seen him on YouTube that he was afraid there were going to be too many people on some island and they're going to tip it over?
Oh, my God.
Honest to God, this is a congressman said this, and he was dead serious. That was his rant against overpopulation.
If you ever want to have a good look at how just out of touch Congress is, watch the video where they interview Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook. Now, that guy's a snake, and he's a fucking devil or whatever.
Yeah.
But when they ask him questions about the way they store data and like they keep just drilling him like, does your system know this or this or this about me? He's like, well, if you give it the if, he's like, that's not, I want a yes or no, and they just drill him like trying to get the answer that Facebook is spying on you rather than. If you opt into it, he's trying to say, yes, we'll keep that information. But if you don't opt, but they just have no clue about the technology. Congress is a bunch of old, in the way bastards who need to.
I know because I'm one of them. I have no idea what's going on.
Luar says he used the Amazon link for us. That's
thanks,
awesome.
Luar. That's buddy.
Appreciate that, man.
That's badass.
Evolution is false. Microevolution is real. I'm not sure.
Isn't all evolution micro?
Yeah, I don't know what the.
It's not like there's any like. You went directly monkey to man.
That's what happened.
Actually, I disagree with that because because there's what they call it. It's like a punctate evolution. There'll be millions of years go by, nothing happens, and then the evolution is very, it's profound and quick. So I don't know if that's what he means by microevolution.
I would assume there would be generally a reason for that, though, right? Like something happens in the climate,
mutation, or something. More and more epigenetics seems to be coming into that was dismissed out of hand.
How about a show just on evolution? That wouldn't be.
You guys have never had a show on evolution?
I don't think so.
And did we do a show on dinosaurs?
I think we did dinosaurs.
I thought we did dinosaurs.
What's the conspiracy about that, though?
It's not real.
They never were.
No,
there's no thunder lizards, sir.
No.
No.
That's dinosaur, correct?
That is
that's
correct.
Literally what that means?
Yes, sir.
What was the guy's name that came up with that?
Eric Hicks.
I was going to say Ralph.
No.
Ralph?
An Englishman.
Franck.
Thunder lizard.
Franck.
Damn it. All right.
Franck Bonk?
Franck Bonks.
It's a trivia question.
All right, guys. Yeah, I'm about pretty much done with today. I think it's about time for the weekend. I want to thank everybody for showing up. You guys got any other messages you want to impart?
Well, we filled out a lot of time for having nothing to say at all.
How much time were we on?
We went over 45 minutes, plus what we did on the original Facebook. Not that it matters for today. We didn't have any kind of time.
Just general blather. Yeah,
it was pretty fun. It was nice to see Kat in the chat. Haven't seen her forever. Thanks everybody else for showing up.
That's
Jessica,
great.
Bry, Chris Breezy, Matt
Loire,
Tardif, Jordan Heiser,
Frank.
Luar, Light Peach. Who else we got here? San Marie Davies.
Dylan.
Going through the list here. Yes, Brian.
Is Donna aboard?
Chef of
I'm
Videos.
banning
Donna
this
was here
other guy,
earlier.
too.
You banned somebody on Facebook?
No, but on our regular one. It's the guy that keeps posting about the Illuminati. The fuck out of here.
Oh,
with
yeah.
that.
He's just, fuck that guy. Who else? Going through the names here real quick just to make sure. Old Schmeed, thank you for showing up. Jordan
Hey,
Heiser.
he even suggested we get monetary value from our listeners, is what he was saying in the chat. But
Ashley
we won't
Pelroy.
ask
Hey,
for
we
that.
got a donation today from Light Peach. I didn't see it happen, but
I
thank
didn't
you,
either.
Light Peach.
We also have a Patreon account.
Yeah, if you want to check that out, that's cool. We suck. I wouldn't go there for now.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't give us any money.
In fact, you might send a bill for listening.
Yeah, right.
Get it withdraw.
Putzel. Just make sure we get everybody
Matthew
here.
Tardif.
37 is here. Rosser Rand. Jess Hunter.
B618.
Yeah, I said Bry.
you got
Frank Reynolds,
too
of
numerous
course.
to mention.
Frank Reynolds, of course. Good old Frankie. Not that Frank, another Frank. Peru Sharma.
Matthew
I don't recognize
loves
his name,
us.
but welcome to the show. He answered whenever I asked what was that sound. He said that's the sound of a bong. Thank you, Peru.
Oh, right on.
Peru. I don't know if I'm fucking that pronunciation up right. I have to assume I always do.
You do?
Bob White. Wow, Bob. Been a while. I ain't seen you in a while.
He's related to Walter.
No, he's not. Burnt Offerings.
Grave Knives.
Graves, yes. Rennie was here first, of course.
Was he really?
Well, no, actually, Burnt Offerings was first. He said Sup Sluts, and then Rennie was first after that.
Oh. Did he say first?
Rennie said first, but he wasn't first.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I didn't know you guys did a show. You guys did a show on Federal Reserve, right?
Oh, yeah.
Who was the
a good
guest
one.
on there?
Alex.
Alex? Okay.
Alex
I gotta
Jones?
listen to that one.
Yes, Alex Jones. No, it was my buddy Alex Slow.
Boy, that's a
Mr.
scandal. Oh, what a conspiracy that was.
Goddamn right.
It
The Federal
is.
Reserve is a
Oh
conspiracy.
my God,
scandal.
that's the worst.
It is indeed.
Oh, God, like you're gonna run a plane into something. Hit that.
No shit.
Damn.
Which one? Just the one in New York? Or?
The big one, yeah.
There's a
right
Federal
there's
Reserve
12.
in
Yeah,
St.
there's
Louis, there's one in
there's 12
Chicago,
Federal
there's-
I'm
Reserves.
saying which one.
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah, hijacked
All right.
12 planes.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming out.
You
Team
can't
Everett all the way.
say
Go to
shit like that.
SurrealTalkPodcast.com. Vote
Just
Team
kidding.
Everett, not Team Eric.
Get pulled off YouTube. Watch.
Right. That's it.
For what?
Armand goes, yeah, just hijack 12 planes.
Encouraging.
He's kidding.
terrorism.
He's kidding, NSA. He's
yes,
kidding.
just kidding. Absolutely.
He's Armenian, but we
Pay
not
all
in
your
a bad
taxes.
way. Not in a bad way. He's one of the good ones. All right, guys.
A racist
We'll catch you on
comment.
Wednesday, 2 o'clock Central Time. We're going to be doing the show on Media Influence. We'll see you then. Hasta later.
All right.
Man, you guys are all like bouncing fast. See ya.